Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. I'm about to go into finals, and I thought I'd make this video before I start studying. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, it's quite a huge difference from being the teacher to becoming the student. It's a completely different dynamic, but you have to do what you have to do, right? If you want to eventually teach others, you have to learn yourself, right? And it's just different, when I was out there in Asia and I was teaching out there, it's just a different dynamic. And now I'm the one that's learning. Most of my professors are actually younger than me at this point, right? Except for a couple. But yeah, I just got to put my head down to the ground and just grind away. But before I do, I want to tackle this subject with you because I believe it's important. I believe it's important that we reflect on these things because they're actually very important things. I mean, what are you willing to do to play video games? When it comes to video games, we do one of the dumbest things ever that a human being could do, and that is sign away your rights. You do it with any tech company out here, which is, for all practical purposes, guys, here in the US, these big tech companies are oligarchs that own our politicians, right? That's why you can't get anything passed that affects them negatively, because they already bought your politicians, right? From both sides. It doesn't matter if you're liberal, conservative, whatever you are, they already paid for both sides to give you the illusion of choice. We've been talking about regulating the internet, for the last 10 years, and nothing has happened. And you know why? Because they already bought and paid your favorite politician out there. I don't care who he is, they're never going to do anything because they own part of this country. Specifically, the internet. And what do, right? What did Ubisoft tell you? You will get used to not owning your games. Just think of it. Just think of the goal that it takes to tell somebody that they don't actually own what they own. You couldn't do out in the street. I dare you to go to somebody out there and tell them you don't own what you actually own. They will slap the taste right out of your mouth, right? Right out of your mouth. And these companies are so smug, right? Power has corrupted them to the point that they think they're above your rights. They believe, and rightfully so, because these are laws now, that if you click I agree to the user agreement, you sign away your rights. And this video game, purchasing video games in the modern era, it's one of the worst deals and one of the stupidest things human beings engage in, right? And we all do it. We hit that user end agreement, right? We signed that contract, which is what actually we're doing. And it's one of the worst contracts ever. Why? Because you're buying a license, you're renting a license. They will tell you when you play, how you play, and the rules by which you play. And those rules include freedom of speech, what you can and cannot say. It doesn't matter what you feel as an individual. They have the ultimate word, whether you're right or wrong. Did you vote the right way? You did it? Well, you can get banned. Do you have the right opinions on science? Well, you better, because if you don't, you're banned, right? Do you have the right opinions on social justice? You don't? Well, guess what? You can be banned. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And maybe, if you want to feel, okay, everybody right now that owns these companies is on the left. Okay, but it could be the right. It could be anything. The problem isn't the political point of view. The problem is the exercise of power. The power that they have to silence you because you agree to it, because you want to be on their platform. And it doesn't matter if it's social media, if it's video games. That is the truth. You can have an account full of games and all of a sudden you said something wrong. Somebody accuses you of something wrong. And guess what? You're done, right? Your money, your efforts, whatever you did on that platform is all gone. A waste of time. And you signed those rights away. Whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Xbox, Sony, you name it, we're doing that on the daily. Here is a great opportunity for the independent market, right? The independent market, we're talking about indie developers. Like I told you before, that could be a great sales pitch. Hey, I'm going to sell you a game that you own. You get to play it whenever you want. And you own it. You own this CD. You own this SD. You own this hard disk. However you decide to package your media independently, it's up to you. You don't have to bow to any of these big corporations. Now, they might ban you and not even let you advertise on Google because that's the power they have. They can erase you. They can erase politicians if these politicians don't have the right opinions. And it doesn't matter whether they're Democrat or Republican. It really doesn't matter. Right? There's perfect examples of Google banning politicians of either party in the middle of an election because they didn't have the right opinion about something. Or maybe they were against the candidate that company favored. That's the kind of power that we give into these entities, and you're not going to vote them out. Like I told you before, they've already paid for all the politicians, they paid for all the judges, they paid for all the courts. Everybody is on their dime. The only thing you can do is own your own things and buy things that you can have on your own. Why do I play so many retro video games? You know why? Because I don't have to worry about what I say when I'm playing a video game. I could be angry and say X, Y, or Z, and I face no consequence because I own that game. I own the platform. I own the console. I own the TV. I own everything. I don't owe anything to anybody. I don't have to worry about Google. I don't have to worry about Facebook. I don't have to worry about Nintendo, PlayStation. It doesn't matter. And this is in an age where Alexa can be listening to you. Your phone can be listening to you. There's a story out there where Alexa was listening, I believe it was Alexa, listening to a couple, and the computer thought that she heard an incorrect word, let's just say. And because of that, they closed her account. They couldn't buy anything. It was deactivated. Imagine that. That's the world that you live in. This is the system that we participate in. And people do it gleefully. Gleefully. They've given away their rights. They don't care as long as they get to have the latest app, as long as they get to play the latest game, and they pay through the nose. Ubisoft is just one example, but they're all like that. Every single one of them. To the company, they don't give a shit about you. They don't care. What they want is for you to give them money every month. On top of that, they sell your information. So not only are you signing your rights away, you're handing these companies money, and then on top of that, they take your information and use it as commodity to sell to other companies. So they can market more effectively to you. Or as they say, customize it to your preferences. Oh man, this is a slippery slope and a dangerous world we're engaging in here right now, guys. We're signing away our rights. Should there be legislation for this? Of course there should be. But who's going to put it up? Because as soon as somebody starts getting froggy, you know what they're going to do? They're going to fund the other guy, and all of a sudden there's going to be an investigation, and they're going to find out that you did something stupid in the 5th grade. You called somebody the wrong name in the 5th grade, or you had a wrong opinion in college or something, and there's your whole campaign. You're labeled as whatever they want to label you as. I don't think it's going to get any better. It's up to us to make the choices and support or not support the companies we want to. Now, with that said, we all know that tonight we're going to log on to our PlayStations, our Xboxes, whatever service, and we're going to play. But in the back of our mind, we're going to know somebody's listening, somebody's monetizing you without your consent, and at any moment, if you say the wrong thing, you are gone. You own nothing. All right, humans, that's a pretty positive feeling for Monday. What do you guys think? Oh, man. I got finals, guys. This week is going to be rough. I don't even know what I'm going to make. I am dead tired. I was working on the house all weekend. I was doing repairing wood. Some termites showed up, you know, and I had to do a little climbing on the attic. That was really fun. Because I ain't paying anybody else to do my work, let me tell you. All those years I worked outside, the years I worked doing pest control and worked in construction, I'm not letting that go to waste. I'm not paying somebody else thousands of dollars for something I can do. Plus, my wife really likes it when I act handy. You know, that's one of her deals. Anyway, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Stay tuned. I don't know when I'm going to make another video. Maybe soon, maybe as soon as I can, but hopefully this weekend. And in the meantime, I'll put up some shorts. You guys take care. I'll catch you on the next one.